we're gonna want some entertainment too. We might have a father and son fight to the death. You know? Or we might have, two women fight to the death. Mother and son fight to the death. These Edomites gonna be so fucked up in slavery. It's ridiculous, man. Because Jake, we got imaginations. You know? That was just off the top of my head. The stuff I named. Imagine if we actually sat down, took some time out to think of the shit that we gonna do to them in slavery. You know? The scriptures say meditate on terror, man. We gonna have complete power over these people, man. Complete power. They wish they could. You know? I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying, I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. So, I just want to finish that off and go back to another point I made earlier. That, before I get to that point, yeah, when they're in slavery, man, it ain't gonna be no liberty to walk around, wear little tight pants, have your hair all done, with your little purse, your nice boots, or go to the store, take care of your baby, all this other shit. Yeah, we gonna allow y'all to reproduce because we're gonna need more slaves. But the only day you have in office is damn Shabbat. Well, not the damn Shabbat, but the Shabbat. Then you gonna have night terrors, man. You're gonna be so traumatized. Because our people's minds is still fucked up now, man. Even I was in that state when I was before I came to the truth when I was a child. I didn't look at white people as being all wicked. I didn't know. Nobody taught me that. Nobody taught me our history. Shit. I didn't even know we was ever in slavery until we went over in school. My parents didn't even teach me my history like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that sad? That you find out that that your ancestors were in slavery because during Black History Month. Yeah, so that's a damn shame, man. You think our people or your parents will let you know or teach you your history, man, but their parents, when we got emancipated, I guess, Negroes were so happy that they weren't in chains anymore or as often. So they was like, oh shit, we ain't in chains no more. White man's not so bad. Or let me see how I can describe this. Our people were so willing to be accepted and to be treated equally that they sucked up to the white man, kissed his ass for so long. Then when they have children, their children growing up not knowing the horrors that the so-called white man did to the extent that their parents did at least. And then when they have children, it's like, damn, you don't even know about slavery like that until you see some pictures or you learn about it during Black History Month. and it's like real light coat over it. It make it sound like it's not even that bad, you know? Because I mean, when I seen it in high school, I didn't even think it didn't even seem like it was that bad, you know? I mean, it was bad. Yeah, they showed pictures of lynching and chains and stuff, but compared to how I know it is now, like thinking back on it then, like this, man, they make the damn Holocaust sound, the so-called Holocaust, sound like it's worse than what happened to the Native Americans, which are the Gadites, and the Negroes, which are the tribe of Judah, the real Jews. They make the Holocaust sound worse than both of those. In school, we had to go over read the book, The Diary of Anne Frank, Holocaust this, Holocaust that, to build sympathy up in us for them fake ass Jews, man. That's so fucking wicked. Nobody got sympathy for us or the Native Americans, but everybody said, oh, the Jews been this and this and that. No, the fuck they haven't, man. That happened to us. And over a course of, it don't even take that long, man. Just over a course of 500 years, people will just, you can erase history just like that. Make everybody in the whole world believe what you saying in the course of a couple hundred years. You know, you just had, like, you can, in a course of a couple hundred years, you can take a nation of people that you had in slavery and make them, and in a couple hundred years, they have no hatred for you. Nobody paid for the things that happened to our people. Yeah. So-called white man hasn't paid for what he did to our people. And our people walk around like everything's all good now. That wasn't me. It was you in your past life. And even if it wasn't, let's take it from that angle. It would happen to your people, your ancestors. Sorry. It's Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with a sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So we already know the history of America and how it got founded and how it got started, right? We was led into captivity by the so-called white man, the Hamites, them Arabs, and looking around, and these Moabites too, man. Fuck it. And looking around, that's all I see, man. Hamites, Moabites, and Edomites, Ishmaelites prospering off the backs of us, man. We've been here longer than all these other nations, not including the Native Americans, because they're Israelites too. You know, and we got the least to count for it, man. But their destiny is going into slavery. They led us into slavery. That's their destiny, to go into slavery, because he led us into slavery. That's what the scriptures say. This is Isaiah 14 and 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. So the Most High is going to have mercy on us and set us in our own land, which is Jerusalem, Israel over there. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. You know? And the people shall take them and bring them into their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captive, who captive they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. So these Edomites and all the rest of these heathens, they're going to be our captives in the kingdom of heaven. Because they oppressed us, so we're going to oppress them. We're going to rule over them. You know? And that's us ruling over our oppressors. And when we ruling over our oppressors, man, we ain't gonna be showing them any pity because they showed us no pity. What seems as pity is actually the Most High showing us mercy. That's really what it is. That's really what it is, man. The Most High showing us mercy. Because it was meant for us to wake up to who we really are. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest for thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from thy hard bondage, wherein thou was made to serve. So that's when we gonna get our rest, man. Because man, this is we transitioned from a really physical bondage, and it's a lot of our people still in physical bondage now in a jail system to a mental bondage, you know, which is a hard bondage. That's a greater form of bondage, but at the same time, we're still in the physical bondage too, because our people, if every Negro, Latino, right, not to mention North American Indians because they were here first, you know, but to say if every Negro in America wanted to move to another country, you think these Edomites would let us? No. What if every Negro in America got together and established some land out in the desert or somewhere, right? And said, okay, this is our country, this is our stuff. How do you think these Edomites gonna react to that? They gonna bring all types of military forces over there, and they just gonna wish that we did something to give them a reason to shoot, so they can shoot everybody. These Edomites, man, they lust after more control, greed, and wickedness, and abominations, and they love to oppress the children of Israel. Like, in what account through history can you find images or documentation of any other nation going through the things our people went through? Because all the things the Jews and the Israelites went through, that was our people. This is Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. You know, because these people today be like, I didn't do that, that was my ancestors. Well, yeah, it was, but that was still you in your past life, and you reap the benefits of what your ancestors did. That's how come all these people with these family names that made a lot of wealth off of the backs of slaves in the slave trade and so on, especially all them Jewish rats. They made a lot of money off the slave trade. You know? So they all gonna have to go into slavery, man. They all gonna have to be slaughtered for that. Prepare slaughter for its children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities. No. Because every time Edomites get destroyed or fall, what do? They come back, build up. If an earthquake happens, they come back, build that place up. You know, that's what they do. So the Most High, man, got us set up to where we gonna slaughter these motherfuckers, man. They ain't ever gonna see power again, man. They gonna always be base men until they get destroyed, until they get exterminated.
Stop! You little bitch!
Alright, and this is Sirach 44 and 20. Started 18. An everlasting covenant was made with him, that all flesh should perish no more by the flood. Abraham was a great father of many people. In glory was there none like unto him, who kept the law of the Most High, and was covenant with him. And was in covenant with him, he established a covenant in his flesh. And when he was proved, he was found faithful, wherefore he assured him by an oath that he would bless the nations in his seed, and that he would multiply him as the dust on the earth, and exalt his seed as the stars, and cause him to inherit from sea to sea, and from river unto the utmost part of the land. With Isaac did he establish likewise for Abraham his father's sake, and blessed of all men and the covenant, and made it rest upon the head of Jacob. He acknowledged him in his blessing, and gave him an heritage, and divided his portion among the 12 tribes. 12 tribes did he partner. So they